I'm Rob Tiongson, and for the very first time since basically the 4th of July, look who's back. It's Jacy Sheldon, number 4 from the Dallas Wings, and this is fresh off a really close game here at the College Park Center, so I know emotions are still running high, but how are you doing?
Yeah, tough one for us today. Obviously, we want to come away with the win, but looking forward to the next two matchups. They're huge for us, so our focus is definitely shifted to Washington.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at least the good news is that you guys are within a couple of games of Chicago. So
Hmm.
I know you wanted this game just like getting a plate of cookies and it's taken away from you. But
Hmm.
how encouraged are you knowing that the fight's still there for you guys?
Yeah, I think to take away the positives, we stayed together the whole game. Obviously, we wanted to win it, and I think we had a couple slip ups at the end, but definitely can learn from it, and definitely happy that we were able to stay together as a team. That's hard to do in an environment like this.
And I know, like we were saying earlier, like the Dallas fans could have been a little bit better because it seems like they were kind of confused as to who to cheer for. But just to kind of piggyback up the question we heard in the press conference, what's it mean to see like this arena packed and seeing all the enthusiasm around women's basketball?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really fun. It's an atmosphere that everybody wants to be a part of, I think, and just seeing the attention in the eyes that we're receiving, long overdue. These girls have been doing this for a minute, and these women are amazing at what they do. So I'm just happy that they're finally getting that recognition too.
For sure. And I mean, I know we talked a lot about your versatility as an athlete. In high school, you played volleyball and basketball, but I'm just kind of curious, playing in the one, what are some similarities playing guard when you are a setter on a volleyball team?
That's a great question. No one's ever asked me that.
Well, there you go.
It's very similar. You're the leader. You're calling the plays. You're kind of determining what happens, the pace of the game. And honestly, that's why I did enjoy volleyball. It reminded me of kind of running the point. So I think, obviously, basketball is my first love, but volleyball, I was kind of able to learn in that aspect too and carry it over to basketball. But yeah, that's a great question.
And I just love the confidence that you have out there as the one because you're just like able to facilitate the offense. And when you're on defense, like I don't know what words you're saying, but clearly it was working earlier in this game. I mean, like, what's it like to be in that competitive mode? Do you kind of like go into his alter ego out there?
Yeah, I think it's a like they mentioned. I've played against her for a couple of years now, so excited for that matchup. But obviously, we had to get it done on the offensive side of the ball too. And I think moving forward, taking control of the pace of the game, I think, is what we'll focus on because we obviously both teams like to play fast, but it got away from us a little bit there at the end. So we'll go back and work on it.
Well, I know one thing for sure. You're not going to lack any energy because this team has called you, and you call yourself the Energizer Bunny, and you hear that label around you. I mean, and this game is really intense 40 minutes effort. How do you get this energy? Do you drink a cup of coffee and you're like, I'm ready to go?
There's no secret there. I know people have been saying that, but I just go out there and give it my all every game. I've done that since I can remember. Something my parents instilled at me at a young age, just to give it your all the time. But yeah, I don't even have a game day routine, to be honest.
Oh, wow, really?
No.
That's crazy. I can't imagine not having any organization. Structure is something I need, but you're just go with the flow. Now we talked about this after the second New York game, but you have that equity and the shoe line with hollow footwear,
Mhm.
which I think is so neat.
Mhm.
What is it like for you to have that? And if you could go back to the past, talk to your younger self,
Oh,
would you be like beyond yourself knowing that you had this
yeah,
opportunity?
it's exciting. Holo came to me a while ago, and it was very exciting getting to know their whole family. Their whole group that runs things over there, and then them getting to mine as well. They welcome me with open arms to start, and super excited to work with them. And you mentioned equity, and that's huge. I think having a seat at the table and having a say in what's going on is pretty cool. And I think you're going to see that a lot more with women athletes in general too. So super excited. Love their shoes, and can't wait, to even build that relationship further.
And for the kids out there, are there going to be boy shoes as well that you're going to design?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Boys have, I mean, honestly, everyone has supported us, and it's been awesome to see, just little girls and little boys supporting us out there.
Just making sure because my nephew's on high. I said that question.
Oh.
A couple more questions before I let you get going. But you're no stranger for playing on a big crowd audience. I mean, in Ohio, everything's
Yeah.
sports, and being here in Dallas, obviously the Cowboys, the Rangers, real king, and now you got the Wings around.
Mhm.
What message do you want to say to the Dallas sports fans who support you all the way?
Yeah, I it's awesome. I'm from Cleveland, so I'm used to the Cleveland sports fans, and honestly, Dallas sports fans have not disappointed. They're amazing, and been able to go to a couple Rangers games, couple Mavs games, and I think hopefully we'll go to some Cowboys games. But they've been amazing. I think Texas is at another level, and I think they've embraced us, and I think we need to embrace them even more because they've stuck with us throughout this whole season. So we're super thankful for them.
You can go Texas. See, we're a great state. And for my last question for you, if you could go back in time and talk to your younger self about something memorable that you could not believe would happen to you, what would that be and why?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. I think honestly, I'd a lot. I think I'd hit on Ohio State, and just the success and joy that was found there, and the relationships I've built. But also here, I think we're starting something really special here as well. So I'd tell her to relax, probably that everything's gonna work itself out. Everything happens for a reason. But I've been super blessed with two amazing programs, and can't wait to do even more here in Dallas.
Absolutely. Well, that was our follow up on the court with Jacy Sheldon. Thank you so much, Jacy. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. Thank you.